And then I said, hey, I didn't say that. And he goes, oh, but yeah, you did. And I'm like, no, no, I didn't. What I said was, oh, hey, hello, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everybody is in a 420 state of my 420 mood, a 420 kind of something. Because it's time. Dear Lord, thank you for this afternoon you've given me, Father, and given everyone that can hear me, Father. I ask that you touch, heal us, guide us, protect us, keep us safe, happy, and prosper with your love gleaming in our hearts. Thank you for this plant you have given us, Father. We use as medicine. And it's in Jesus' name we say to our Father, Amen. Enjoy. Remember the time when we were young, you and I, it was so much fun. If I needed you, you would always come, hand in hand, just like one. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. And I keep falling, and I can't stop loving you. Remember the time I said to you, love will always be true. I looked in your eyes, I stopped and stared. For I knew I did not care. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. And I keep falling, I can't stop loving you. You set me free. I was alone, all by myself, watching you with someone else. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. Yeah. I keep falling, and I keep falling. I can't stop loving you. I keep falling. Well, well, well. Amy, it was an outdoor barbecue band, beer bust. Yeah, we played everything from backyards to stadium to little Hollywood Bowl looking thing to somebody's back deck on their back porch, man. We played anywhere and everywhere. Anywhere they wanted us, that's where we played. Played a lot of bars. The bar scene. We were doing the bar scene for a while, and then we broke up. Somebody got herpes or clap, or I don't remember how it went, but something happened. Something happened. Hello, everyone. Again, welcome to Devo's Weed Chronicles, the one, the only, me. Welcome in. I hope everybody's leaning on their favorite strain. I hope everybody's in the 420 instead of mine. I hope everybody's got a pre-roll, a gummy, whatever, sitting right in front of them. Boy, I know I do. I do. I guess I've tried every one of these. Let me see here. Is there one that I have not tried? Nope, I've tried every single last one. Okay, I don't remember what they taste like. Here, I don't know. I'm gonna have to text him, but I may have a guest tonight. I'm actually trying to get two guests. One of them don't have internet very well and don't know if he can come in or not. The other one has internet, but it's hard to get a hold of him because he's like a peeled grape on a linoleum floor, right? He's hard to get a hold of. But there are a couple of growers that I know, and I want to talk to them a little bit. They're outdoor growers. I don't think either one of them are growing indoors or have. So yeah, one of them. I need to get my phone, man. Anyway, anywho, how did everybody's Wednesday go today, man? How did everybody's Wednesday go? I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. I hope everybody was, out being productive, out being a productive citizen of the United States and or Canada and or wherever you're from. You know what I mean? I hope you was out participating in the workforce. You know what I mean? Guy told me today, man, and this cat's able-bodied. Okay, he's able-bodied. Dude could work. I mean, hell. Bitching because they're fixing to make people work 20 hours to receive food stamps. I said, that's the best idea I've ever heard, man. That's the best idea I ever heard. Unless you're 60 and broken down, you need to be 30 and be broken down, where you cannot work. Now, there's I understand that. You know what I mean? I understand that 100%. But man, if you're sitting on your couch playing video games all day long, eating snacks, and late on your rent, and I mean, come on, man, shut the shit down for a little while. Make you a YouTube channel. No, don't do that. Become a social media influencer like me, who makes the big bucks. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Hey man, look, if there was anybody in here that was watching me the other night, other than my stalker, man, the Bitcoin's taken off. I mean, I cashed out today, and I made on a oh crap, how many dollars? $5 investment, but it was all in single $1 transactions, right? So it's like I was in there 5 times. I cashed out and made almost, how would I say it? Not almost 30% of what I invested. And that's good because I've only been in there a month and I needed the money. I didn't sell it. I just took anyway, the other stocks that I chose, and I'm telling you right now, man, here's a stock tip for you guys. If you have Cash App, this thing right here, Cash App, you can go in there and you can invest anywhere from $1 to $100, any denomination you want. You can even put in $1.25 if you know what you're doing in there. And you can buy dollar stocks. You can buy any kind of stocks and bonds, or not bonds, but just stocks, right? SpaceX is, you know who SpaceX is. Everybody knows who Elon Musk is, right? SpaceX. Inside of SpaceX, they just opened up 3 new companies. One of them, SpaceX IPX or something like its initials. The other one's SpaceX with the different initials, and the other one's SpaceX with different initials. They all work under SpaceX, but their stocks are individual. You can buy stock in the new company right now for like, I may be wrong, but I think it's like 14 or 15 bucks. It is new, it's cheap, and it's going to, as soon as it hit, it's been traveling all the way up. And I think I bought $2 worth of that. And in all of my investing, all the investments that I have made so far, I put in X, and the value of what I put in, man, is 10% of my X already. If I had a couple of thousand, 4, 5, 10, 15,000 to throw around to play with, oh my God. I don't know why people that are super, super rich don't. I mean, just because a company is new and you don't know who they are and stuff, you know, oh, I know, I see. I buy the shares cheap, and then when it blows up and it becomes from $17 a share to $5,500 a share and climbing, I'm gonna hold out till 50,000 shares, then I'm gonna sell them all. Yeah. To the dude that didn't want to buy the cheap stuff. He wanted to make quick cash. A guarantee, which I don't know 100% about what I'm doing, other than I can watch it in real time. And that's kind of what the little, it's kind of exciting to watch the thing, knowing that you got skin in the game. It may not be much skin, maybe like a, follicle, partial skin, but hey, you're in there. And, if you could put a $5 bill in something and then 1 month later pull back $7, dude, that's good. You know what I mean? That's good. I'd sink a little more into it than that. But, and then I know a guy, man, that has bought some Bitcoin 2-3 years ago and has never looked at it. Never looked at it since he bought it. I said, dude, if I was you, I'd look into that. He said, well, it reconcurs when it goes to a certain point, it buys more. And it buys more. And I'm like, dude, you better check your shit out. You better check that stuff, man. You never know. You may have a whole coin. Good grief. Can you imagine having a whole Bitcoin or 100? I heard back in the day, though, you could mine for them. Like if you were good in math, you had to do these equations that would cover every room in your den, including the ceiling, to find out there may be one in there, may not be. Hours of figuring and deciphering math equations, nuclear math equation, and Bitcoin was in there. So you could mine Bitcoin back in the day, and it wasn't really nothing. It was like, one of these days, this is going to be the new currency. Whatever. How can something, and look, man, Bitcoin's based on a Ponzi scheme. Okay. Think about it. You're investing money in something that is not real, that you can't touch, that you can't see, that you can't lick. You're investing in an idea that it exists in your mind. Okay. So that's crazy, man. But I'm in it. I bought into it. Hell, if everybody's going to get rich off of it, Devo's going to get rich off it too. What's good for Nancy Pelosi's good for me too. Boy, you talk about some inside stuff. Yeah, they need to pass a law where that if you're in Congress, House or Senate, you cannot benefit from the stock exchange. Period. You, your family, your cousin's family, anybody that knows you, your new friends. So if you happen to be a congressperson and say, "Oh, I know that guy," you cannot play the stock market. Because if you hit something miraculously, they'll think that you got a little insider, which, to be honest with you, is probably what's going on. All of us poor folk, we have to work, we have to save, we have to scrimp, we have to sacrifice. Especially, look, I raised kids in the 90s. I'd say 90s. Little kid, babies, my babies. Well, I had a kid when I was 19. He wasn't a baby in the 90s, but my children, they were babies. I raised babies. I couldn't imagine trying to raise a child, like 3 kids today, right? 3 kids from 2, 4, and 6. 3 of them. All of them want McDonald's. Because I know what it costs for just old Devo to eat at McDonald's in Queen. Multiply that times 3. And have you seen the price of a Happy Meal? I don't know. That clown's getting happy, but we're not. Crap, man. But yeah. It's all in the way you look at it, and it's all in the way you take it. And right now, I've never really been one of these guys that paid attention to, I did the last 4 years when the gas prices went nuts, when everything got real high, you couldn't afford it, and blah, 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 blah. All that. Yeah. Everything I had put back, everything that I had saved, I had nothing invested, but everything I had put back, everything I had saved vanished in 4 years. And I was retired. Word. Retired. Sitting at home, started a YouTube channel, thought, hey, I'm going to do this and, well, I had to go back to work. I'm working currently. I've got to work for another 5 years to get my whole enchilada this time. But I am building another 401k. Not actually making what I think the type of people and the stuff that we have to do, especially me, they're getting my talent. And what I mean by talent is that I go into a shithole apartment. Okay. Holes in the walls, different color paint, the whole 9 yards, shit's tore up everywhere. And when I walk out of that thing, it's brand new. Paint, holes fixed, painted, trimmed, different light switches, different plug-ins, different sink or faucet if it needs it, different toilet if it needs it. The bathtub's rough, I'll paint it. It's when I walk out, it's totally different. Okay, now I get paid, I'll say less than $25 an hour. Okay, less than that to do that. when if I was doing that and they hired me as a company to subcontract to do this, that every day that's a $2,700 room, and they supply the product, the material. I just go in and do it. That's $2,700 for work, and that's a good estimate, right? If I bidded that on these, I would get it. When I could probably get 31, 32, something like that. But, I ain't greedy. I know, how long it takes me, what my time's worth, and all this and that. But yet, I'm doing it for someone else for a lot less money. But I'm only going to be doing it for 5 years, man. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be doing it for myself because I don't want the tax problem. You know what I mean? Owning your own and doing your own and taxes, man. Doing your taxes and shit, they can really lay the screws to you if you own your own business and you don't know what you're doing and you don't save receipts. See, because I went through that. I know what it is. I know what it's like to be have to do your taxes and have a 1099 subcontractor thing, and I think I lost, I don't know, $1,500 what I owed the IRS when it was all over with, because I didn't have receipts for everything I bought, the tools and the gas. They didn't save receipts for none of it. Traveling back and forth to Kansas City, didn't save none of it. Oil changes, tires, didn't save none of it. I'll tell you now, every time I buy toilet paper and I wipe my butt, I save the receipt. I'll go and buy one cigar for 97 cents. I get a receipt. Everything I do, I get a receipt. I don't know why. Maybe because of that. Maybe because of other things. I don't know, but I just cannot leave a store without the receipt for something that I purchased. Hey, Daniel, what's going on, man? Welcome in. I didn't see you all go, brother. Welcome in, Daniel. And Amy, welcome in. Been a while. It's been a while. I don't even know what this is, man. Yeah, I do. Because I was talking about Dr. Bruce Banner coming up here maybe tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, I know that. I'm glad you brought that up. You always hear people when they pass. I even heard it when Ozzy passed. Okay. Now, Ozzy was Ozzy, but I wouldn't say he was one of the greats. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He truly was one of the greats. One of the last ones, man. One of the real, genuine, true to heart. Didn't need no American Idol. She lived her life and wrote about her life and sang her songs, man. She did this all on her own. She's a true American treasure. You know what I mean? And yeah, and I noticed we were driving somewhere, me and Queen earlier, and we seen a flag at a bank. Oh, the bank, half staff. And I went, who died? And she said, Dolly Parton. I said, she wouldn't know. President, congressperson, or anything, man, they wouldn't do that for her. She said, oh, you didn't hear it. President Trump ordered everyone to lower their flags, half staff for Dolly Parton. That's cool. So, Dolly, we love you and we miss you. I will. I'll tell Queen to sing you a Dolly Parton song. Maybe she'll do a little 9-5 or Ozzy and Dolly lived their lives the way they wanted, which was great. Yeah. I just heard somebody saying, oh, Ozzy was a true American treasure. One, he was an American. And two, yeah, he was good. He made a lot of albums and stuff, but dude sold his soul to the devil back after, Randy died. And he's been, I don't know. I mean, I like Ozzy. I don't have any Ozzy Osbourne tattoos. Don't have any Ozzy Osbourne stuff. I mean, I got Ozzy memorabilia, but yeah, I mean, a true American treasure. Ozzy Osbourne. He's a musical icon. For Dolly, man, everyone knows who Dolly is. You know what I mean? Everybody's heard one of her songs, either through her or someone else, some other artist. God give us a free for all. So there you all go. God gives us a free for all. Yeah, okay. You talking about an orgy, Tony? Please, sir, keep your mind out of the gutter. This is supposed to be a family friendly. Yeah. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. This is the nastiest place you can come to, man. We can talk about farts, nuts, pooter lips, coochie hair, butthole rings, butthole bleachings. Ooh. Cheers, everybody. Dr. Bruce Banner, some Centavia. Don't taste too bad. Has a green taste to it. You remember back in the day when you were, here a couple of weeks ago, but no, back in the day whenever you were growing and stuff, and you didn't throw the leaves away because plus it was illegal, and you went on ahead and chopped some old leaves up and you started smoking them, hoping to get high. That's what the taste is like a fresh green cut. And these are all flour. Dude made them. I know the dude. He labeled them up. He wanted me to do. He wanted me to do one like I did for Bear, and I told him, I said, man. I told him the situation, and he's like, all right, well. I said, I'll do them live, man. Like every great once in a while, I'll do one. How's that? Oh, well, all right. But I want some of that stuff you're growing this year. See, this is last year's. So some of it's a little stale. Some of it's, but all the tasted stuff's there. You know what I mean? It's got the flavor to it. It just, I don't know, man. I like doctoring mine up a little bit, put a little hash in it, and I got a tray full of hash weed right there with my pipe. But but it's only Wednesday, man. I got to work and shit. Come on. Plus, this ain't. Oh yeah, it is weed whacking Wednesday. I forgot about that. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a bong hit. First, I'm going to drop the link. Okay. That way, if somebody wants to pop up here, they're more than welcome. If you don't, hey, I understand. But don't be a sissy. There it is. Yeah, I took my ex, or not my ex. I took my what did I have up here? It wasn't Instagram. It wasn't Rumble. What was it, man? Oh, Kick. Yeah, I had my Kick up, and then I thought, you know what? I ain't done a Facebook in a while. And there's a lot of people on Facebook, man. They're mainly like family on my Facebook. So there's a few like classmates and stuff like that. I hardly ever post anything on Facebook, and I just see what people's doing, right? Catch up, see who's on there, who will see it. I got a cousin that puts memes up and stuff, and he's a funny SOB. You keep rocking, Scooby. Vegas is predicting the Raiders to win only 5 games this year. Hey, as long as they're beating the shit out of the Cowboys, I don't care. If 2 of the 5's the Cowboys, Tony, We'll call that good. Call it our own little Super Bowl. Word. That done it. Might put on my old beat up hat. It still fits. I dug it out of the dog pen. There we go. Oh, we don't play each other this year. Oh, no wonder you're talking smack then. No wonder you're talking smack. That's weird. We could meet in the playoff. Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking about the Cowboys. Never mind. They're the one round down, ain't they? One round and they're down. Man, I live right here by Texas. You know what I mean? 3 hours from Dallas, 4 hours from Dallas. As a crow flies. You heard? Never. Let me repeat. Never. And I've been playing football since I was in 5th grade. Okay? 5th grade. And I have never. I had a bunch of friends that were Cowboys fans. Never. I have family that lived in Texas, and they were giant Cowboys fans. And they hated it when I dug my old hat out of the dog pen and wore it up there. They're like, what's wrong with you? California is 300,000 miles that way, and we're less than 2 hours away. What's wrong with you? And Kansas City's just right there. What's wrong with you? No, I didn't. Nipple flood? What? Was she pregnant? Oh, Nepal. Is that, are you saying nipple in French? Nipple. 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 Is that what you're trying to say, man? No, I didn't, Tony. I did not. What happened? I mean, did El Nino soak them? Man, I wish that dude, we're so dry here. You could stick your lighter to the dirt and it would light. Or you could walk up to a steel post somewhere, flagpole, and light a joint off of it. 25 Canadians and 42 Americans dead and others. Damn. Wow, sounds bad, man. Sounds bad. Was it a rainstorm or something bust and break or? Man, that's weird. I'm going to have to Google that here in a little bit. I hope I can spell that without making it sound like it said nipple. You know what I mean? Hi, Amy. Yeah, yesterday it was an iceberg and rocks flinging down the mountain. Oh, hell. So it's wintertime over there? Or they're dang. Yeah, man, see, look. If Old Devo was fortunate enough to win, say, $100 million, okay? $100 million. If I had $100 million, I still would not fly, get on a ship, and I don't know if I'd get on a train or not. I don't like big crowds, man. I don't like being. Now, concerts don't bother me because the lights go up and you're focused on what's going on. But before, Man, there ain't no way in hell I'd walk down there in the pit down there just to, old time's sake. But I used to hang out and stuff down there when I was a kid. But yeah, man, smoke some Bubba Fett. Smoking some Bubba Fett. Hey, what's up, Terry? Terry. Terry. Me neither. You remember how Madden traveled? Yep, by bus. By bus. That would be me. And then I'd still be kind of paranoid to fall asleep with somebody driving that I don't know that constantly going sniffing. You all right, man? Yeah. Hell yeah. 3 days later, man. Dude, do you ever sleep? Not as long as I got coffee. And this bag. Wow. Don't hide it. Divide it. Jeez. No. But yeah, man, I will not, I refuse to fly. I don't like boats. And, if I can't ride a motorcycle or drive a car to the destination that's in question, I don't need to be there. Well, Devo, don't you want to go across and see all of the artifacts across the world? I got a computer. I can bring that shit right here. I don't need to go there. Plus, the last time I went to a museum, I got in trouble. Who has a Van Gogh, an original Van Gogh, out where you can actually touch the painting? How come that's not behind glass? Anyway, Kansas City Museum of Fine Arts. Me and Queen stand. I didn't see the line there on the concrete. There was a yellow line you're not supposed to cross. Anyway, we're on the other side of that yellow line taking pictures, at each other. And this guy comes up, excuse me, please back away from that painting. That painting is, I said, is that a real Van Gogh? Yes. And I'm like, oh, shit, why do you have a real Van Gogh out here? Well, this is a museum. I said, yeah, somebody could walk up here and just throw ink on it. They would be in a lot of trouble. I said, yeah, you see it on the news all the time, man. People throwing soup on shit. But yet, he said, just back away from the painting. I stepped on the other side of the line. And then Queen was taking selfies. Well, I was arguing with that cat. This guy who thought he had some authority at the museum. What up, auditing? What's going on? Man, they've already sold 60 flying drone cars to some people on a waiting list in Florida for what? Wow. You're going to be hearing a lot about some crazy redneck shooting one of them out of the sky. Or a lot of them crashing into each other and stuff, or going in the ocean and running out of gas. Sharks eat them. They get eaten by a shark. Who? Gonna be like Jets. Something like that. Hash infused Gorilla Glue 4 over Oreo something. Man, it's so messed up now. I loved it when you could just say, hey, man, I got some skunk. Or, hey, man, I got some brick Mexican brickweed. Break that shit up. Or, man, look, I got some homegrown from so-and-so. Look at these buds. That, my friend, never, ever have I ever heard of a cure. Putting a bud through cure. Right? Never. We've always harvested and then dried it as quickly as possible. Never put it in a jar. Never really lasted that long because we were slinging it, right? As soon as it dried enough to smoke, man, we sell it. And we wasn't weighing it because the wet weed would have been a ripoff for other people. Nickels, dimes, quarters. There's always hope. But yeah, man, never heard of a cure. Never had weed long enough to cure it. But I have sampled and I have seen, and now I mean I've been trained and I know how to do it now. I used to work for a grower down here, and we had some man that was almost 8 weeks in cure. And what I mean in 57-degree room, no lights, and lots of fans. Lots of fans. And this stuff was so sticky, so ooey, so gooey. And everyone that worked there, even the grower, even the freaking grower, none of them smoked or used. Who got to be the sampler? I smoke at work. I go outside and say, man, I'm a guy. You guys are stale. And they're way older than me, all of them. Yeah, I know I'm old. Go outside and I'd hit my beer can or pop can, come back in, start trimming bud. It was fun. But yeah, never heard of a cure in my life. And then I just wish some of the stuff we grew back in the day, we could have cured that. And then, that way, oh my God, that would have been, because weed today ain't weed of yesterday. And I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's worse. I'm just saying it's not the same weed that I grew up on. They're only controlled with 2 joysticks. Remember your joysticks would get stuck playing? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh man. Hey man, the wife still has her Nintendo from her childhood and the cartridges and shit that goes in it, the game things. And yeah, and I did have all 3 or 4 of the Xboxes. The very first one that came out, second, third, I had all of them. I think I gave them to my son. But yeah, that's weird, man. Like some of this stuff, man, already. Like you remember the little Game Boys we used to play with, man, back in the day, or maybe y'all did. I was a little older when those things started coming out, and plus we were chasing women instead of playing video games at the time. We was trying to score on a whole different level. Word, trying to make that old pecker sword. But anyway, yeah, those things are worth a lot of money today, man. Especially if you got games and stuff that go with them. Yes, they are very collectible. Yep. My little stalker. Well, isn't that wild? Can't go nowhere without him poking his little nose in. Anyway, yeah, it was. Did your day go as planned today? Huh? Mine did. Mine did. Man, I'm kicking ass this week on my work, and here I was all really stressing over. Don't stress, Devo. Don't stress. Redress. Man, this hat is poor. Move up. The dog chewed my tag off. That's what it is. Oh well. Baseball season, baby. There it is. That'll work. Man, I'll tell you what, 5 o'clock's going to come really, really early. You know what? I may start getting up at 5 o'clock and doing a waking bag. Do something a little different. I ain't smoking before I go to work, though. Yet. Nasal. That'd be a negative Ghost Rider. I don't care what it is. I can't start my day off and do what I do. I can't. I couldn't. I can't. Will not. Tsunami. What's going on? What's going on? When you're only allowed so much time to do what I do. You know what I mean? And if you stay hooked up and humped up, I've learned that you got to get as much as possible done as quickly as possible in that allotted amount of time, because You need a 2 day or a day cushion for shit that the inspector finds that you've got to, fix before you can rent. And they always find something. Trust me, they always find something. I don't think I've ever done one room that passed first time. Yep. And it ain't got nothing to do with the paint. It ain't got nothing to do with the flooring. It ain't got nothing to do with anything but just nitpicky shit. I mean, you missed a spot right there. What's that on the ceiling? What is that? Oh, paper. Okay. Yeah, just clean the whole thing again. What? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. You do what you're told to do, and you do it as quickly as you can. Boy, if the younger me heard me talking to myself like that, I'd get poked in the eye and kicked in the balls. Hey, what's up, man? Beanie? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Man, did I drop the link? I thought I did. I did. I just didn't pin it. Oh, pin it, do you know? There it is. Boom! Everyone's welcome. Everyone, unless you're blocked. But if you're blocked, it's because you suck. Yeah. What I'm talking about. I mean, woo! Ice cold Pepsi, baby. Nothing but. I was talking to my doctor. He was asking me all these questions. He said, "Do you smoke?" And I said, "No." I mean, he goes, I said, "Well, I do, but not like you think." He said, "How many packs?" I said, "Oh, not packs, joints." He went, "Huh?" I said, "I smoke weed, man." He goes, "Oh," I said, "An occasional cigar." He goes, "Oh, I can't write that down. I'll just say no." Then after I told him I smoked all the time, he was acting real weird around me, like touching his wallet, hiding his watch when he talked to me, and kind of looking at the door. And when a nurse came in, he bolted. I never seen him again. But hey, I just realized something. Oh, I got to ask Queen a question here in a little bit. Man, it's already almost 10 o'clock. Hey, what up, Sass? Welcome in, bro. Real friends don't butt hurt, they get over things. Yeah. And some friends just don't learn. 3 years. 3 years. Never learned shit. Hey, it'd be okay. YouTube's a big place, man. YouTube's a big place. And what's really cool about YouTube is anybody can start a channel. Anybody can make any kind of content they want. As long as it's appropriate. I mean, And, beyond popular belief, yeah, man. I mean, you got to look at it, I know personally, I really feel a lot better. I mean, I'm not on a schedule. I'm not having to do it 3 times a week. I'm not having to do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm not having to remind somebody every damn time I go live to do stuff or to don't forget this, don't do that. I mean, hell, I'm old. I'm going to be forgetting shit. I'm going to be having to ask questions. They don't need to be two of us old stupid asses in here staring at each other, you know. And plus, since all this has happened, I know now who my real friends are. I know who you fake mofos are, which I kind of had an idea anyway. You guys just kind of confirmed it. And I still have ears on the streets. You know what I mean? I'm not on here 24/7 like some of you crazy bastards. You know, I actually have to go and create income. I love toys, man. I got to pay for my toys. If it wasn't for my toys, it probably wouldn't be working. But yeah, I have ears on the streets, man. I hear things. People keep me informed of what's going on. You know, like I really need to know. Everybody in life is going to hurt if they mean to you, or you just have to find the ones worth suffering for. Amen, brother. Amen. There you go. There's some great advice, y'all. Great advice. Deep breath. This one right here. Wait, I better put some more in. I know I had a chunk of hash in here. Anyway, this will be my night hit. Where'd you go, you little hash turd? Okay. I can't find it. I gotta get a new hash ball. You hear that? Ding! Huh, my little trash can's almost full of pre-rolls. Imagine that. Tube. Did you see that, man? It got hung in my nose. I'm gonna save that for when my friend comes over. Oh, that's a nice little flake. Put it in. That's what she said. Okay, I'm gonna use a regular lighter, and then once I get finished, as soon as I get finished taking a hash hit with you guys, we'll do an update on Tucker, the newest member of my security team. He new hire. He's very low to the ground. He's one of these that's going to be so hard you can't see him, especially in a snowstorm. Yeah. Hashish, Gorilla Glue, number 4, over Oreo times who knows what. Cheers, everybody. Let's burn. Shall we? That didn't even scratch the surface. Oh. Cheers. Take 2. I need my torch. Where's my torch? Oh, there's my torch. This is the one I dropped in the toilet. Yeah, don't ask me what I was doing with my torch in the bathroom. Cheers. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, shit. I mean, poop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, that hurt. I know. Who's on it? Hey, Tucker? Hey, Tucker, come here. Yeah, I know. Come here. We gotta let everybody see you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm going to introduce you to Tucker. He's the newest member of my security team. He's going to grow to be a monster. There you go, buddy. I'm going to sit right there. Oh, sorry. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my newest member of my security team, Tucker. He is half blue heeler. His daddy was a blue heeler, and his mother is a miniature Aussie. So, and look at his little feet. He ain't going to get much bigger. You know what I mean? And he sleeps right here beside me. He's starting to get out of that tray. He's trying to eat my weed. But yeah, I generally don't sleep with puppies. Okay. They're little. They can't get off of my bed. I got a huge bed. And they will mess on your bed if you're not careful, right? And hey, what's up, Day? Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. So I generally don't sleep with a puppy, right? Well, last night, and I'm trying to crate train him, which is I can't stand to hear a dog cry or any animal cry. Okay, I know I'm an old softy. Anyway, we were in here till about 11 o'clock last night, me and him, and he got up and I took him out. He went and peed and he pooped. And I thought, what? Oh, hey, man, you know. And put him in bed with me and Queen, which we have a Chihuahua and we have a Yorkie, Lulu. This is a picture of Lulu. Well, that's what Lulu looks like. That's not her, but that's what she looks like. Anyway, he jumped in bed with us, went right over to Queen, snuggled up by her. This morning, he rolled over and gave me some puppy breath in the face, and I took him out. He peed, and then he was at home all day. But yeah, he's in my newest security. His name's Tucker. He's going to be at least 80 to 95 pounds when he's grown. And these dogs here are like bullets. They're supersonic fast. Even to be that heavy, they run faster than a Tesla. I'm lying. This dog right here is probably going to get about double this size. That's it. I'm afraid he's going to be a yipper. You know what I mean? One of them yippers. He's already eaten my feet. I have to wear shoes in here. I used to come in here and just kick back on my desk in my office, watch YouTube, just chill with my socks. Well, he knows what socks are for now. He tries to pull on them and stuff. So I just wear my old tennis shoes and he chews on them. I've only had him for like 3 days. And I've got Labrador, female Labrador. I've got a full-grown standard poodle, which weighs about 85 pounds. The Yorkie and the Chihuahua. Those are the dogs that are inside. They've been raised inside. Have security number 1, Scrappy. It's my poodle son, Dingo. That's our son, Scrappy. And he's as big as her. He's just not filled out. Right? He's real skinny. And then we got Darren, a dog I got my daughter for Christmas, and she left it here when she left. So, yeah. And so now I got Tucker. And I've got a 4-seater, 4-wheeler, and the 2 big dogs get in the back seat. They each got a seat. And then the poodle and the Yorkie right up front. And I don't know where he's going to be riding, but I'm sure he'll be in there. And we've got miles and miles and miles of dirt road that we can travel on around here. I mean, shoot off of my property onto the highway, You can go eighth of a mile that way and turn, and it's all dirt road. Or you can go up the road here and about 2 miles and turn, and it's all dirt road. And I live in a community where it's so freaking small that if you buy a little sticker from the city town of which I live in, you put that on your deal, and you have to have insurance, of course. You can cruise up and down the highways here on all over. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't have a windshield, and it's like riding my motorcycle. The bugs will get you. The bugs gonna get you. The bug's gonna get you. The bug's gonna get you. Why are you biting me? Where do you think you're going? You're wanting to stomp around on that computer, aren't you? It's down to that, man. I think you ate my hash last time. Here, let me love you. Just let me love on you, man. You want to show everybody your butthole? Huh? Hey. He grabbed a blunt. All right, man. Look. Everyone, Tucker. And yes, he's a mother Tucker. Well, sometimes. I've never had a dog like that before. I used to raise Labradors. Well, I still do. Well, I don't raise them, but I used to raise duck dogs for. There's hunters duck hunt. I don't duck hunt. I never have. Never. Not interested. You're too expensive of a hobby for me. You know what I mean? And I don't like duck. So why would I be killing them if I'm not going to eat them? Word. But one day, about 20, about 20 something years ago, me and Queen had just got married or were fixing to. She called me. I'm at work. And I've been talking about getting, a Labrador. I wanted a puppy, a lab puppy. Never had one. Wanted a lab puppy. Black. Specifically black. She calls me up. She goes, "Hey, you're not going to believe this, but there's a lady here at Walmart parking lot. Her husband is the game warden." I should have been a first red flag. And I'm like, okay. And then because I was been hunting on the property, it's public property, but I've been hunting on it, and I thought, it's because I took a dump out there. And then, listen, I took a dump, walked about 200 yards and found a camera. I know it's seen me. Well, not 200 yards, about 20 yards. I know it's seen me. And I thought that's what, because she said, game warden. I said, oh. And she said, and she's got the cutest, fat, black puppy. And his eyes are so black that they're almost purple. I said, what? How much? And she told me, and I said, man, I said, I only got 200. Tell her to see she'll take 200. Anyway, Queen, she hung up. And she said, well, she wouldn't take 200. And I'm like, she said, but luckily your kids was with me, and they fell in love with him, and I had the extra, so I went on ahead and got him. I was like, no joke, really? He was the best, but he wasn't a duck dog. He was not a duck dog at all. He was a big house dog. That's all he was, right? Would he retrieve? Hell no. It depends on if it was like cool and if you threw it in the shade and it wasn't very far. He might go get it. He won't give it to you though. That kind of dog, right? Well, my buddy, we were drinking beer, and he goes, man, I've been throwing this rubber duck out here. This dog won't go get it. I said, no, it ain't no retriever, man. He's just a pet, man. He's just a pet. And then he said, well, gee, you got a pedigree? And I said, yeah, you got all kinds of papers in there. We started looking at them. That and Mom were both grand champion hunting dogs, this, that, and the other thing, right? Now all this pedigree. with this bloodline of this dog I've got. And I'm looking at that dog and I'm like, man, on paper, he should be a go-getter. He goes, I know, man, I don't understand it. We got to talking. And he said, man, so-and-so's looking for a dog. So-and-so's looking for a dog. His cousins from Oklahoma City's looking for a dog. Duck dogs. Get a female, man. Just go get a female and breed them. Well, I got a little yellow, kind of a tan white, same breeder, right? Same breeder. Now, Hunter, I got him, the black dog, I got him from way somebody else. But I bought a yellow dog. Cost me $400, man. A yellow female. I was going to breed with Hunter. And she got ran over, man, 3 weeks after I got her. My dad ran over on accident. She gone. Dad said, son, I'm sorry. I said, Dad, that's $400 worth. Sorry. I got you. Go get another one. I said, that was all right. I'll go see what she's got. Because she said she's had some fixing to hit the ground, yada, yada, yada. Go back. The only thing I didn't like, it was a chocolate dog. Mom and Dad. But the dad was out of, if you know anything about dogs, hunting dogs, bloodlines, duck dogs, it had the Kellogg bloodline in him. He was out of the Kellogg bloodline, the catalog. And I was like, dude, what? And she said, yeah, the dad is. Now the mom, she's just a house pet. She's not but the dad, he won't stop. If he's outside, he'll constantly bring stuff and make you throw it. Drop it at your feet and make you throw it constantly. If you're outside, that's what he's doing. I'm like, really? She goes, yeah. And he was, he was laying down. To look at him, I was like, okay. And she said, I want $650 for these dogs. I only had 500. I'm like, ma'am. And she said, you know what? I feel so bad that your dog got ran over. I'll tell you what, I only take 5. I said, will you take 4? She kind of looked at me. I pulled 4 $100 bills out. I have my money separate. Do I have a scheme? Yeah, you can have her. She had an autistic child at the time, girl, probably 15, right? But she acted like she was 12. You know what I mean? Like a little kid. And she was eating a big bowl of beans, right, in the floor. And these pups were in a big cage and all this and that. And she said, well, which one do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. They were too little to get then. And all these puppies are just roaming around in there like that. And I said, I need a female is what I need. I said, I really don't care. She don't have to be nothing special. Just female. Well, the female that I chose was the most energetic, go. She would retrieve all day long until it killed her. She would never stop. You would have to physically take whatever it is she had and either hold it or put it in a trash can. And sometimes she'll turn the trash can over to get to it. We live on a big hill right here. It's flat. My house built on the flat, and then it goes down. I'm 300 foot above the fields down below me here, the wheat, corn, whatever fields. Jagged rocks, trees, whole stuff, but they cleared a big area for my highline wires, right, whenever I got my house built. Well, we're sitting on the edge up there off the deck, and I had a golf ball, and I said, watch this. I said, look at the name of it. He looked at it, and he said, all right, Titleist 1, a V. I said, yeah. I opened the deck door, and I named her Jasmine. Her name was Jasmine. She was staring at me, man, the whole time I had that ball just vibrating. I was like, and just launched this golf ball off the cliff. And I mean, there's paths. Them dogs run them cliffs, man, chasing rats. Man, she took them. He said, man, ain't no way that dog's fine. I said, oh yeah. Yeah, she will. He said, no, she won't. She'll find one like it and bring it back to you. I said, oh no. I said, it won't be in the next 5 seconds. I said, but she will. We get off the deck. We got stoned. We get off the deck. We're walking around in my yard and stuff, and we're talking. All of a sudden, he dropped that golf ball on his foot. He goes, V, one time. Holy crap. He said, I said, you can't throw it anywhere she cannot find it. He said, bullshit. He said, hold her. And I had her by the collar, put her on a tee, and he went, she was going, let her go, and the ball's still in the air. 30 minutes later, she had that ball and dropped it at his feet. He goes, I've seen it all. I said, yeah, bro, don't be lighting no dynamite throwing it. She'll bring it right back to us. Think about it. And I raised duck dogs out of Hunter and her. I got six glorious puppies, batches, litters out of her and him. And the first two was her and him, and then the others was with another dog that had, I mean, he was like her dad, had a pedigree, a notebook that big of all of the things. This guy could take that dog and put pylons, the dog decoy things, the orange one. I mean, 200 yards off, put 3 of them. And that dog's sitting right there while he's doing it. And then he come back and he sits there with that dog. He blows a whistle. That dog goes, and if that dog gets confused, he'd stop, turn around, and he would either go like this, or he took his hat and would go like this, and that dog would just turn around and keep going. Or he would take his hat and he would go like this, and that dog would turn and go in that direction. I just couldn't believe that crap. I'm sitting there and I'm going, wow, yes, sir, we'll breed. Yes, sir. And those dogs were, oh man, we had gold. We didn't even know really what we had. I mean, we were getting rid of them for $300, you know, when they were $1,500, $2,000 dogs. Now I look back at it, the bloodline. So yeah, it's crazy. I don't breed dogs anymore. It's too, man, you got to be a special person to be able to sit there for days on end selling dogs. I've done it. It's not fun. It's not for the faint of heart. You want to hear the number one line? Oh, man, they hold it and pet it and love it. I'm going to go to the store. I'll be right back. They ain't coming back. Never have. I think, now I'm not sure, all half fall down, 666, I'm going down good. They awful. I have no idea what that means, but I hope you're sleepy and you're going to bed. I know one thing. The hash hit that just concurred to my Gordonasium cranium, yeah, and the hypothesis sacs, that area, man, I'm still ringing. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll be, man, it's gonna be such a great day tomorrow. You know why? You know why it's gonna be a great day tomorrow? Because if you wake up and your feet, if you just open your eyes tomorrow, it's a great day. Think about that. Huh? No matter what you got to do. If you're going to a happy thing, like you're going to a birthday party that day and you're all excited, hey, more power to you. If you're going to court and you have no idea what's fixing to happen to you, still have a great day, man. Take it on. Take it on. Look, they can't eat you. They cannot kill you and eat you. Look at it that way. You know what I mean? And it's only money. It's only money. But take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to animals and love God thy Lord, man. Lord thy God. I'm sorry. I'm serious. Read your Bibles and just trust, man. Trust and have faith. That's it. And love each other. Love God, have faith, love each other, and be kind. And don't do weird stuff. Well, a little. Until next time, all over this great big blue marble of ours. Love and we. Yeah.